lost already. I'm just going to grab that with my tweezers. Sorry about my yucky finger here. I cut myself at work today and have the brown band-aid on. But I'm going to add some glue just to the back of that and get that placed right on the front. Now you can put this just about anywhere that you want on that heart, but I think up in front is a nice little accent, so I'm just going to place mine there. Give it a little push so that till that glue sets in. Now I like that just fine there, but of course we've got to add a little bit more embellishment, so I'm just going to take my white gel pen and add a little dot there for the keyhole, and then maybe a little shadow there and there, just so that stands out a little bit. That takes just a second to dry. What I did to a lot of these other keys, you can see there's like a gloss on the front of that key to just give it a dimension, a little bit of a raised image and a gloss. And I did that with Glassy Accents. And you can see this bottle here has been well used, and it's probably time for a new one. But let me just clean that tip off. And the nice thing about using Glossy Accents is it holds the shape of wherever you pour it really well. There's not a lot of runoff or spill. Wherever you place that Glossy Accents is pretty much where it's going to stay, and it's going to dome up, and it's sort of, what do they call that, self-leveling, so it kind of evens itself out, so you get a nice solid raised image. Now I know it looks a little bit opaque there on the video probably. I'm just going to clean up that little spot right there. Got a little too much. And then let that dry. It looks a little bit opaque until it dries, and then that actually does dry clear and shiny, and I hope you can see how that kind of just domes up a little bit. And so now that is ready to go. I'm just going to blow on it a little bit. It takes a second or two to dry, and then we're going to work on that strip we have. Now one of my favorite scrapbook tools, and most of you probably use these quite often, are these glue dots. And I really like the two smaller sizes, the micro mini glue dot, and then the next size up. I think it's about 1/4 of an inch. So what I'm going to do to apply that is press my little paper strip just halfway on a glue dot. I know those are really hard to see, but trust me, it's about halfway on there, and I'm going to place a glue dot on the back. I'm going to flip it over, and then I'm going to place one on the front. And I want it on both sides because I want it to stick to the bottle and also stick to the other side when we get it placed. So I'm going to grab an empty bottle here, set that down, and I hope I can do this without smearing that key. But I'm just going to place the strip kind of at the center of the heart where I want it to sit. Just let that glue dot sit there. And then I'm going to carefully, because my Glossy Accents is still a little wet, I'm going to set that heart down. I'm just going to press there so it adheres really well, and wrap that around. And before I press it completely, I'm just going to make sure that the ends of the strip meet on the back. See if I can get you a better look here. And I'm going to tuck that in there so that the two ends meet on that half of the glue dot, and then I'm going to press that down. So you can see it's not going anywhere. It's stuck on there. It's stuck to the heart and wrapped around the bottle. Now you can fill your candies in there. You can fill your bath salts, and that alone is pretty cute. You could hang a little tag from there. But what I did to dress it up a little bit for Valentine's Day and for a wedding that would also be super cute is I found one of my daughter's boas from her dress-up box, and I just borrowed a piece of it. These things kind of just fly out all the time, so really I just had to pick one off the ground. But you can just pull one out there, and you can see how there's a kind of fuzzy side and then there's a feathery side. And to get them fuzzy, you just kind of have to play with them a little bit. And you can just rub them between your fingers and you know, get them as fuzzy as you want them to. But I thought those looked like really cute little wings. And so what I did is just took another mini glue dot and pressed that to the center. And you can do this in 2 pieces. If it kind of falls apart on you, you can tuck in 2 separate pieces. But I took that and just tucked it in behind with the glue dot. Oh, it's sticking. And just tuck it in there behind the heart so that the wings kind of poke out. And that one I'm going to have to fluff up a lot more. But you get the idea, and it kind of just adds another little bit of fun to that. And there you go. You have a really beautiful little bottle that makes a great gift, and you can give someone the key to your heart. I hope you have fun making this project. I hope you try it out. And if you've enjoyed this video, I know it's my first one and not real great, but if you've enjoyed it, I'd appreciate a comment. If you'll leave me some comments, I know how to improve. And also, if you get a chance, visit my website, www.creativecutter.org, and you can get some other great tips as well as information about my Cricut classes and scrapbooking retreats. So happy scrapping!